What's up, guys? This is Josh from Team Muffin, and this is going to be a deck profile of my Fire Fist Glad deck. So yeah, I'm just going to hop straight into it. Start off with 2 Rescue Rabbit to get out your 3 Andal, and your 2 Tour Guide to get back your Rabbit to get your 3 Andal. So yeah. Then you have your Gladiator Beast Engine. These are the only Glads that I run other than Andal. So like this deck's mainly Fire Fist. It just runs like a separate engine, so you have more fuel than the other Fire Fist decks, and gives you something else. Like it gives you like Gazaris. It gives you like more plays than most people are expecting. But yeah, Bestiary goes into Geyserist, Darius gets back, Andal, Bestiary or LaCroix from the grave, and goes into like Tiger King or another Geyserist or whatever, and then LaCroix is just a huge Beast Warrior 2100 beater. And then when you have Tinky or Tensu, he's like 2200, and that's like really big. So yeah. And then the Fire Fist, you have 3 Bear and 1 Gorilla. I like Gorilla a lot, so I'm running, like, if I'm not going to import it, I would definitely sideboard it, so. But yeah, this is normally how I win all my games. I just got like Tinky and a Bear, 7 Bear pop, and then if I need to, I can go into like a random ass Geyserist that they aren't expecting, or just go like, summon Bestiary, swing tag out for LaCroix, he's like 2200, and just beat him down. Or I can go into Tiger King off the Glads too, so yeah. So those are the monsters, there's like 15 I think. So yeah, onto the spells, we have 1 Tensu. Tensu lets you summon again, makes really cool Geysaris plays. And you have 3 Tinky, allows you to search for your LaCroix, Darius, Andal, Bear, and Gorilla. And then you have 2 Proving Ground, let you search for Andal, Bestiary, LaCroix, and Darius. Like, this deck has a bunch of search power. It makes your deck like really consistent, makes your hands consistent. Pretty much makes sure that you always have something to start off the game with. Then you have Triple Lance. Triple Lance is really important, like for me in this deck, because if your Geysaris gets bottomless or Fiendish Chained or Mirror Force or Torrential or etc., etc., you really have to have the Lance, because if you don't, then you just -3'd, and you can't really let that happen. Like, if that happens, you're probably going to lose that game. So Lance has got to protect your Geysaris, your Bear, your Bestiary, your LaCroix, like anything, or it can just help you run over stuff. Like the best play is like summoning, like playing Tinky, summoning Bear, and then they go like bottomless. And then you go Lance, and you just go Bear pop, swing for 8, search out Tinky again, or Tensu, whatever you need. So yeah. And then the staples, just Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy, and Triple MST. Just obvious staples that you run in every deck. And then you got the Solemn Twins, still staples. Then you have Double Bottomless. I really like Bottomless right now. My teammate and I were kind of, I guess, arguing over which was better, Bottomless or Compulse, and it's actually a really tough one, but I'm really liking Bottomless right now. Speaking of Compulse, I have 2 Compulse in here too, so like, you really have to have like a good removal suite this format. Like, I played Magic for a while, and we call it the removal suite, because you always have to have like that spot removal for your opponent's creatures so they can't get advantage. It's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to make sure that you have answers for this stuff, because if you don't, they're just going to run all over you. And then you have 1 Mirror Force and 1 Deep Prison. These are like attack stoppers. I couldn't decide if I wanted to run 2 Mirror Force or 2 Deep Prison, so I ran 1 of each, and I'm liking it a lot right now. So yeah, like, I don't want to run more than 1 Mirror Force, because I'm always scared of Starlight Road. But like at the same time, I like Mirror Forces. It wipes out the whole board as opposed to like 1 creature. But then Deep Prison also banishes it, which is a plus side, because then you can just like go into Livier and get it back from their side of the board, which is awesome. And then last 2 traps, 2 Destinado. This is gonna seem really weird, but whenever this card was in my sideboard, I sided it in every single game, like no joke. It's good against Mormels because you chain it against their Bisphere. It's good against Fire Fist, obviously, because you chain it against their Tinky, they don't get the search. It's good against any deck that sets back row. It's good against Macrocosmos. It's good against like everything, like decks that run Call of Haunted, Safe Zones. It's good against those. Like, This card is just insanely good, like a really good card right now. I main decked this card a while back whenever I top 8 with Glads about 2 or 3 years ago, and no one was expecting it, and I just like whooped them because like I would go and like Dust Tornado, and then I'd go Gyzaris and pop, and then it's just a really outstanding card right now. That's all that really needs to be said. I do have an extra board and a sideboard for you guys. So yeah, start with the extra board. You have one of each of the Gladiator Beast fusions. I do go into every single one of these pretty much every game. Maybe not Hurt, but I do go into Hurt more than you would think. Asadari gets my stuff back into the deck. Gyzaris lets me blow up, and Hurt lets me finish up the game. So yeah. And then we have 2 Tiger King. We're starting with the rank 4s. Tiger King searches out your Tenki Tensu, and then like he's a really great answer for Zen main. You know, like it's better than like Black Ship because you can just go summon Tiger King and then detach 1 and then swing over the Zen main. So I don't want Black Ship just because of that reason. 1 Shockmaster. These are like the staple rank 4s. 1 Utopia, 1 Diamond Direwolf, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Cowboy, and 1 Maestroke. Pretty much everyone runs these in any deck that runs Rescue Rabbit. So yeah, like I never go into Diamond Direwolf. I wish I did because he is like kind of expensive right now. But yeah, I don't think I've gotten into him a single time. I've always just found a better answer than having to go Diamond Direwolf. So yeah. Then we have for the rank 3s we have 1 Zen main, 1 Leviathan, 1 Giga Brilliant, and 1 Levier. Just like standard. The reason I like Giga Brilliant is because when you sideboard and you sideboard in Banishers, you can pump them up, and against Mermails, if Banishers get over a certain attack, then they can't get over them, which is like awesome. So yeah, that was the extra board. Obviously 15 cards, and for the sideboard, you have 1 Rediari. Rediari you sideboard against like anything, like against Dark Worlds, against Frog Monarchs. There we go. And it's like a 1-card side in, and you can pretty much win the game if you can start getting it off and start recycling it through the deck. Then you have 2 Valor. Sideboard this in against like the Random Inzector matchup, the Fire Fist decks, the Dino Rabbit decks. Like this card's like really good against like the majority of the good decks out right now. So I wouldn't side it in against Mermails, so that's pretty much it. Like I wouldn't side it in against Dark World. It's obvious what you sideboard this in against. Then you have 2 Snowman Eater. It just pops a card like it's great against Dino Rabbit because Logia can't stop it, and then you're just sitting there with a 1900 defense wall, and then it's really good against 6 Ams because it stops Shien. It's okay against Fire Fist, and it's okay against Mermails too because it can just pop their big beat stick that they're trying to beat you down with, so I like it. Then you have 3 Banish of the Radiance and 3 Deep Fissure. I'm guessing you guys can tell by this that I do not like playing against Mermails, and this is pretty much my answer to them. I sideboard 12 cards against Mermails whenever I play against them, so yeah. But these cards are really good. It just stops Mermails. Like if you open up with 1 of each, then you're probably going to win that match. And then if you open up like Bottomless and Mirror Force along with it, then you're really going to win that match. And you have 2 Smashing Ground. Gets rid of the Gaios. It gets rid of the Shien, or makes him use a negate. Gets rid of Logia, or makes him get rid of the negate, like etc. etc. And you have 2 Mind Crush. I sideboard this in against almost everything, like Fire Fist, Sam's, Heroes, you name it. I'm gonna end up sideboarding this card. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that was the deck. Pretty much like the reason I like this deck more than just like straight up Fire Fist is because you're able to like incorporate I don't know what that word was I just said. You're able to incorporate like a separate Gladiator Beast engine, which is just so good. Like, cause no one's expecting you to just like drop Gyzaris or, you know, like drop SDR and pop a spell or drop like, no one expects it. And when you're sitting there like beating them down with Fire Fist, and all of a sudden you like bring out Clouds, like they get really overwhelmed. So yeah, guys, that was like my failed attempt at a deck profile. I probably could have done a better one, but yeah, I had to get something up on the channel. So yeah, this is Josh from Team Muffin, man, and we'll see you guys later.